Hello everyone. In my previous video, I demonstrated how to download and install Cisco Packet Tracer on your computer. In this video, I will demonstrate how to create two computer networks connected via a router. To begin with, I will first demonstrate to you the basic features, some of the features available on Cisco Packet Tracer. So here it has two different views, like the logical and the physical. In the logical, it is the workspace where we will design and build computer networks. And then in the physical, it will show you where it is located. If you click more, like it will show the corporate office like this. If you click further, it will show you the uh, main wiring closet. And then if you want to go back, you click on this back button, and then you will see the physical view. And then for the logical, it is here. So let me first introduce you some of the basic uh, categories available. So the first one is the network devices, under which it has the categories for the routers, switches, hubs, wireless devices, and so on. So we can first select a router here. Let's say if you click one of these routers, let's say this one, and then uh, click here in the workspace, it will bring the router. Similarly, let's say like we want to create two networks. Let's say like we have the switch one here, 2961, and if you want to have another switch, we can drag and drop as well. All right, and then let's click on the devices. Let's say like pick the computer, click here, or click and drag. All right, so we want to create two different networks that are connected via router. So so let's say like this is a network A and this is network B, right? And let's connect these devices together. So we use the connections here for that. So this one will automatically connect between the this connection type. It automatically connects between the devices. If you are not sure like how to connect between the devices, you can make use of this one. This will be quite helpful. If not, we can use the specific connections. So I'm going to connect between the PC and switch. So I'm going to use the uh, straight through cable. All right, so it's connected in here, and then let's click from switch to the router, right? And again straight through from here to the switch, where I'm using the gigabit Ethernet, right? And then from here to the PC, right? Let's also give the name. So this will place a node. So let's say like this is network A, let's say, and this is network B, right? And now let's configure the IP address, right? So to configure, let's go to the desktop, IP configuration 192.168.1.1. And then when you click on this subnet mask, it will autocomplete the subnet mask. So this is used to differentiate the scope. All right, so this is the IP address, and then the default gateway, let's set it as 192.168.1.1. 1.2. All right, so this is the default gateway, means the device or the path through which this computer is going to communicate with the other networks. So the IP address that we have set is 1.2 for this device computer PC0. Now let's close this, and then similarly we can also set it for the PC1. Let's do that. So let's represent this as a different network. So 192.168.2.1, and then it's going to autocomplete, and then the default, let's set it as 192.168.2.2. All right, so after setting this, let's close it. Now let's configure the IP address at the router. So for the router, this 0.0 this is the interface connected to this network A. So let's set the IP address as 192.168.1.2. So this is the IP we set it for as a gateway for this PC0. So PC0 is going to communicate to the other networks using this interface. That's why we set it as 1.2. Similarly, this /0/0/1, this is the interface that is used to connect to the network B, which is this interface. So for this 192.168.2.2, and then this gonna autocomplete. So this is how we set the IP address, but this is not enough for the router to work. We need to set the port status as on as well. All right, same for the this one, previous one, on, and then we can see like the change state to off as the in the command interface as well. All right, so we can close this. So this is not completely set up yet. We don't see like the green arrows everywhere in this link, so we need to wait for a while. Now you can see like it's been turned to green. Now we wait for this one to turn green as well. Okay, now it is green. So now the network has been configured. Now let's check the connectivity between these two computers. So it can be done in different ways. So let me first use the command line interface. All right, so for that, let me use the command prompt. All right, so to test the connectivity, it is always important to test the connection to the closest n first. Although we want to test the connectivity between PC0 and PC1, let's first try to test the connectivity between PC0 and the interface of the router connected to this network A. So let's for that, let's use the command ping 192.168.1.2. So we can see that there is the reply, right? So there is the connection. Now we can also test the connectivity uh, to the other interface, the interface connecting to this network, so which is 2.2. Okay, we are getting the ICMP reply message. So there is the connection. Now we can test the connectivity between the PC0 and PC1. All right. So here we can see, right? So one packet was lost. Let's try it again. It was the initial time, that's why the first packet was lost. But now we can see like all the packets are being received, 4 sent and 4 received. So the connection between PC0 and PC1 is successful. So this is how we can demonstrate using the command line interface to check the connectivity between the two computers. Similarly, we can also use the PDU to check the connectivity. For example, here we can see real time and simulation, right? So to use the PDU, let's look at here. So in here we can see when we click on the simulation, we see like show all slash none. Let's click on that so that all the protocols that are being selected are removed, and then go to the edit filters and then just select the ICMP packet so that it will be easy for us to understand. All right, otherwise we'll be overwhelmed by the messages being exchanged between the devices. So let's click on that, select that, and then close this. Now let's click on the PDU in here and then click on here and here, right? After which it shows like it's in the process. Now let's click, so it will show like how the packets are being exchanged. We can see right in here, PC0 sent to the switch 0 ICMP packet, and then switch 0 to the router, router 0 to the switch 1, and then switch 1 is going to send to the PC1, and it will send back the ICMP packet again to the PC0. So when the message is ICMP packet is sent back to the PC0, the status is changed to successful. Earlier it was in process status. So this is how we can create two different networks connected via a router uh, in the Cisco Packet Tracer. I hope you guys understood the demonstration and enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.